Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Marco DC is going to dance. The last video before this, I had made a comment about how I was defending myself, and rightfully so, right? Like, if you have people trash talking you on YouTube, you really should not be just sitting there taking it, right? But I mean, like, for me, I'm very friendly, right? But I mean, I'm like, well, that's not right, like, how is that right? So I had to defend myself, and I had to, I just had to, right? Like, I mean, um, it's just like, I mean, this girl had claimed that I knew her. Maybe I did know her, but maybe that was years ago. And like, I don't know. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, you're making stuff up about me, and then you're just like accusing me of all this stuff. And then when I'm asking you about questions, you want me to talk to you in private. Well, all my stuff is public, so why would I want to talk to you in private about stuff? And then it's just not like, that's not the way you handle things with someone. If you want to have a nice approach, if you want to have a friendly approach, if you want me to talk to you, then I'm going to need you to be nice and not make up stuff about me, because that doesn't make sense, right? So anyway, I don't like when people treat me like dirt, all right? So I'm going to stand up for myself, obviously. Um, and I think anybody in my position would have done the same thing if they had a backbone. So I had to stand up for myself. I mean, I'm very nice. I'm sure she's a very nice person, but I'm like, well, why would you treat me like that? Obviously she's just made some stuff up and said things, and I'm like, well, that's not right. Like, you should not make stuff up about someone, trying to make them feel bad, and then you can't tell me what you do in public. It's like, well, how could you do that? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm just like, okay. But I mean, people will be very jealous of me. I'm sure I'm going to get very famous. I know it. Even though right now my subscriber count is low, and I know my count is off, though. I know I should have a lot more. For some reason, I think YouTube's not working properly, but for me, because I know I should have a lot more subscribers. But yes, but even though my count's off, even though I'm low right now, it looks like I'm low right now. I just feel like, I mean, what am I supposed to do? I'm going to defend myself, obviously. I mean, what else would I be doing, right? So I think people will be like, you know what, it's brave to defend yourself. And not brave. I mean, for me, it's easy. I mean, I can say whatever. I don't care. I'm not really worried about it. But it's like, well, I think people will be like, yeah, stand up to your haters and people that treat you like dirt. And I mean, I don't consider people haters. I think they all have hearts, and I think people might be jealous for a reason, right? Like, if your life isn't very good, then of course you're going to be jealous, right? If your life isn't like mine, then you're not going to be happy, and that makes sense, right? So obviously those people have a reason to be that way, but I mean, it's like, I mean, I'm in the public, so I have to defend myself publicly, because if someone's just making stuff up or saying whatever, then I have to defend myself. What else am I gonna do, right? So I think anybody in my position would have done the same thing. Eventually, I was very nice to even people like that for a long time, but I'm like, you know what? Like, you're gonna say all this stuff and then trash talk me, then you deserve negative treatment from me. Even though I'm never negative and I never treat people badly, if you get negative treatment from me, then you know you're doing something wrong. But I'm trying. I'm very, very nice. I'm sure if she had a better approach to things, I would have been nice to her. I mean, my channel's very, very good. And people like Buff Corral are famous off the things that I do, right? So, and I have more of a dynamic personality, more of an entertaining spirit, more of a better movements than Buff Corral. And Buff Corral's doing quite well. So I mean, I'm sure I'll get more famous than Buff Corral, than a lot of celebrities. I have a lot of videos as well, so that people might be like taken aback by that as well. But I mean, I'm working very hard for a reason. I want to make sure that my fans get something out of it. I want to make sure that I'm doing a good job, because I really feel that people that are out there that see me want a good role model, want someone to do a good job. So that's why I do all I do, right? So anyway, thank you all for watching. Bye now.